If you're one of the lucky ones who has acquired a PlayStation 5, you've probably noticed that the available storage is pretty limited. With big games coming in at just over 100 gigabytes, there isn't much room for more than about 5 games on the internal storage. Fortunately, Sony made it very easy to expand your internal storage, and I'll show you how to do that today using a Gen 4 NVMe SSD drive.
Okay, so here we are. We're going to install Sovereign 4 plus NVMe with PS5 heatsink into our PS5. So this will be start from finish, opening package, and everything. So first thing we need to do is remove the base plate from the PS5. We can just set it down like so. Look for the little screw and just undo it. You can use a quarter for this. You can use a screwdriver. Probably use your finger if it's not too tight. So I'm just using a quarter. Lift it up to loosen it just a bit, and it should just come undone pretty easily here. Once that's loose, you just take that off, set that all aside, and then what we want is we want the side with the disc on the top. So we're going to lay that down like that, and then on the back corner you just are going to lift up a little bit and just pull towards the bottom, and your plate slides right off. Now, I'm told that in here, there actually is a screwdriver. So here is the Sovereign 4 packaging. There is the NVMe drive that we're going to be putting in here. And this package contains the aluminum heatsink. So let's open that up first. Just a little cut in the packaging. I'll move my camera down just a bit. There we go. There we are. And so it looks like we could open it there, or down here is the actual little locking tab for the packaging. Undo that. This should slide right open. Yep, a little pull tab. Set that aside. I think we've got this. I don't know that I need that, so. And sure enough, there is a very little screwdriver, but probably big enough to remove this screw. So this one with the PlayStation on the metal cover is the one that we want to undo. It's a little tight. I haven't undone it yet, so we're going to remove that PlayStation screw right there. Set that aside. We're going to use that again. Remove the cover. And then inside, these are the various lengths of NVMe drive that you could get, up to 110. The Sovereign, I believe, is an 80. So let's look at this. Let's go ahead and open this up. Like I said, I believe that's an 80 millimeter. So we will remove that from the plastic wrap. Dispose of that. And again, just like the other, opens up at the bottom. Should open up the bottom. There we go. And ooh, fancy case for that. Don't know if we need to undo that or not. Nope, doesn't look like it. So aluminum case for this thing. But yes, it is. Not sure what that's for. I believe it is, yes, it is an 80. So what we need to do is we need to move this spacer right here over to the 80 line. Tight, I've never undone it. You want to make sure you've grounded yourself before getting into this. Don't want to fry your NVMe drive before you've actually gotten a chance to use it. So, yeah. And the little aluminum spacer came with it, came with the screw, so let's set that screw over there as well. All right, now what I want to do is look, see. Okay, so here's the heatsink. The heatsink is going to replace the cover that we previously had on here, and here is the thermal transfer pad that's on there. So we will be attaching that once we put in the NVMe drive. It will go on the top. So here is the memory, the NVMe drive. It goes right into this slot right in here. Really only one place it can go. Simply push it in till it clicks and then just push it down. And it's not quite centered, so make sure it's in there correctly. There we go. Okay, if you can see that, it's all lined up. We put that little screw that we took out of here back in here. Use our screwdriver. Oops. Tighten that up. There we go. And since I was touching that, I'm just going to give it a quick wipe just to try to make sure that I don't have any oils or anything in there. All right. Now we are ready for the heatsink and the cover. So peel off film before use. So we want to peel that off so it will adhere. Again, dispose of that. And then all we should have to do is simply push that on down like so. Then we're going to use the same PlayStation screw. It's got the little PlayStation symbols on it. Slide that in there. And then we're going to just tighten it back up. And there we go. We've installed our NVMe drive into our PlayStation 5. The only thing we have left to do is to take the cover, slide it back on here. So you're going to be just slightly down, and we're just going to fit it, and it should just snap pretty much back into place. We just, there we go, little hit. And then the last thing we need to do is to put the base back on. So again, just take the base, there's the screw right there. Get my trusty quarter. All right, there we are. So now the only thing left to do is to go reattach it and see how much memory we have available to us now for internal storage.
Thank you for watching, and I hope it helps you out. Please comment if you notice anything that I didn't cover adequately or have questions about.